Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday the 13th of July. Christmas has come early to the Gregory Scott channel today because I have got a new deck of tarot cards which I was able to buy on Amazon. Thank you to my lovely Patreon supporters. Let's have a look which deck it is. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so we have A Time Before Camelot. The Llewellyn Tarot by Anna Marie Ferguson. Let's have a look at this deck and see what it wants you to know today. The box is giant. I thought there might be a couple of decks in that pack, but it's just the one. So, let's see. Okay, so this comes with a huge kind of booklet, an instruction booklet, a tarot companion. Look at the size of this. So if you're a beginner, this is really a great deck to kind of start with. If they haven't changed the major arcana, sometimes they change it. The Moon, Bala Lake, the Wild Herdsman. Okay, so they have changed certain things. So you kind of have to relearn it, which I never like because I'm lazy. But yeah, the tower is the same. The good thing about the tower is that it's very visual. So often enchantment of, that's Welsh. Is it probably David in Welsh? Yes. Okay, let's see what the cards want you to know. Beautiful back, love that. Llewellyn is obviously a Welsh name. I used to live in Cardiff for 3 years. That's why I'm such an expert. Not. And they have taken the Welsh approach with the red dragon here. So it's a very kind of, wow, look at how pretty these are. Even death is pretty. Gorgeous. Yeah, so they're taking the kind of culturally, Camelot was a Welsh thing kind of approach. Which, I suppose, I don't know, was it? I don't know where Camelot is. It's not in Glastonbury. We've got King Arthur and Guinevere. They're buried here in Glastonbury at the Abbey. So you can visit their graves here. But I think magical, mythical Camelot, someone will correct me in the comments, but as far as I know, we haven't got a specific place. I looked this up last time when my niece came over. And I thought it said somewhere up north. Okay, got the first card that's fallen out. Got the Two of Cups. Let's see. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. I like bright colors. I like things that show a happy, positive world where people have manifested their hopes and dreams. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. Aren't these beautiful? Let me know what you think. So we've got the Two of Cups, minor arcana, and a court card. The Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. So these are temporary circumstances that are going to affect you today. And these are certain characteristics that you have in your life, or it's a certain person that shows up in life. And the Knight of Cups is a good person to show up in your life because he feels things, he's honest, he's genuine, and he's loving. So the Two of Cups is the minor arcana version of the Lovers in the major arcana. And it's pretty self-explanatory. We've got a couple hugging there. We've got the cherry blossoms. So spring has sprung, spring being the time of new love and romance. We've got the caduceus there. Love heals all. And if you've been completely isolated in the lockdown, you will be able to relate to that. Just hugging someone else can just be, oh, such a relief. And it can just make things the right size. Then we've got a lion with wings. So not only does love heal, it strengthens and it liberates. So this is a spiritual thing that happens between the two of them in the background. Each person holding the other, supporting the other, bringing something to the relationship affects both of them. So she looks like she's kind of resting on his shoulder. He's kind of resting on hers. They're holding each other. And it's a joint healing and joint strength and joint purpose. So ask yourself, what is it that you love? Who is it that you love? What is it that you love? And give your love to that thing or place or person, because it will heal you. It will strengthen you spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And it will set you free in all those ways as well. When you give of yourself, when you give love, you're putting beautiful energy out in the world, and you're creating space within yourself. And what we put out into the world, we get back. The Wiccans are the ones who know most about this, by letting us know that everything we put out there comes back threefold. And that's really, really true. So share your love, share something positive, share something that you want to give life to today, and you'll be rewarded with more of the same. The Eight of Pentacles, you can see a young woman working hard there. Little cat watching, the robins watching as well. I love how British this deck is, because I actually know I actually know these cherry blossoms or apple blossoms. I could be wrong. If it's in Somerset, it's apple. But yeah, I can actually relate to some of the nature in here. So the Eight of Pentacles is about working hard. It's about being diligent, and it's about taking something you care for, something that you're good at, loving yourself in a way, because you're not dilly-dallying, you're actually getting on with it, and you're taking your skill and you're adding something to the world. So she's created all these wonderful pentacles, which other people can use as plates or decoration or money. If she hadn't created them, other people wouldn't be able to use them. So it's about really being productive and not being overly complicated, and saying, I care about something, I'm good at something, it makes me feel good, so I'm going to get busy and work at it. Work at sharing your love, even if it's difficult, even if your neighbor has been really unpleasant and it's just not a good relationship, and you know that you're going to live there for the next 3 years, and you know that he's going to live there for the next 3 years. Give something for free. You'll be surprised at what the other person does in return. Because if a relationship is negative, either you or the other person is going to have to take the first step to work at making that relationship better. And if you live in a block of flats, the way I do, then you don't want your relationships with your neighbors to be awful, because it makes life more difficult and unpleasant. So the work you put into loving another person, a place, or a thing is going to have a positive, productive, beneficial outcome for you. And when I say a place or a thing, if you love your backyard, by getting some fertilizer and getting rid of the weeds and putting in some pretty flowers, that's going to improve the environment of your garden. You're going to love it even more. If it's a thing, if you love your craft, if you make tables, by thinking about your work and saying, I make tables for the public, today I'm going to keep doing that, but I love this detail that I saw in the architectural magazine. I'm going to add this detail to my tables today because I love it. That kind of thoughtfulness and taking on a little bit of extra work, because you have to carve in the extra detail, that is something that people immediately will respond to, because they'll see 5 tables, all of which are perfectly saleable on the high street, but it's only yours with that one detail. And it's likely that they'll take your table because it has had some thought and love put into it. And that makes all the difference. Finally, the Knight of Cups. Beautiful romantic figure here. And that's what the Knight of Cups is. He loves extremely, powerfully. He is head over heels in love. So by giving of yourself to the world in a loving way and working that out and demonstrating your love in some way, whether through work or through gifting someone or doing something beautiful that improves your life. So let's say you have got a complicated relationship with your body and you're always niggling at yourself and you're saying, oh, you could look better and you could do this. Instead of criticizing yourself today, what about saying, thank you, body, for allowing me to live on this planet for however many years you've been here. I'm going to do something nice for you today. So you work at treating yourself. You make yourself something nice to eat, for instance, and you put a lot of love into that meal. You will feel better and your body will thank you for it. So the Knight of Cups can be love in an overwhelming way, and you can apply that to any of the areas that I've mentioned to heal you and strengthen you and liberate you. Or the Knight of Cups could represent an actual person. You manifest or you think about what you love, who you love. You see the man or the woman in your mind's eye. You work towards making that a reality, and boom, the knight shows up. So I want to go out with a certain person. You see that in your mind's eye. You do what you need to. So you, keep an eye out. You connect with other people online, or you go on a dating app and start talking to someone you like. Doesn't mean you have to meet up in person straight away, but the potential for true love is in the cards today. And the potential for true love isn't in the cards every day. So make sure you use that potential and bring more love into your life. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, bring more love into your life, or allow love to come into your life. 2 and 8 is 10, and the court card is a 1, so that's 11. 11 is the master number of service. Wow, it gets better and better. So by allowing love into your life, you're of service to yourself and to the world, because the more love you have in your own life, the happier and more loving you are. And the happier you are, the more love you're going to put into the world. It's chicken or the egg. Am I loving because I was loved? Or do I have love in my life because I was loving? Who knows? And the answer is irrelevant. The point is that you use love for your own benefit today. And absorb it out of the air. It's everywhere. The vibrations are loving vibrations. And the universe is saying, use this energy, work with it to bring more love into your life. Hooray! Have a wonderful day. What an amazing start to the week. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, just click on book your reading if you'd like reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology and numerology, as well as my intuition. I can answer any questions you have. So if you're wondering about your life purpose or where to live or what's happening in finance, health, romance, anything at all, get in touch with me for a personal reading. I can answer any of those questions for you. Have a wonderful start to the week. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video online, and hit the subscribe button to be part of the channel. It's lovely people on this channel. If you have any questions or you need support, you can always reach out to people in the channel in the comment section. Have an amazing Monday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.